Hello sir, good evening. Ashwin Porwal here. I am actively trading this market from last 20 years, and I am a cash market trader, not more of option. So my major volumes are in cash. So I have seen all the era where earlier we used to get 5-day settlement, then we reached to T+1. And my basic question is related to ASM, GSM margins, that we understand why exchange has put all these margins to protect the traders or investors. But what we feel like whenever the volume comes within a particular script, even on a script which are on derivatives also, when the heavy volume comes, exchange put an additional margin in terms of ASM. My basic question is that if I am buying a 10 lakh rupees share today and I am paying early, 100% money I paid to the broker. So why I am and tomorrow morning I am a BTS trader, I am selling tomorrow morning. So as delivery is not in my hand, they are charging me 100 again, because if the stock is in 100% margin in ASM, they are charging me 100% margin tomorrow morning. So the share which I bought for only 10 lakh rupees, I had to be in my account 20 lakh rupees. I am still not able to understand how it is benefiting me or any other person. Rather, exchange is trying to stopping me to trade that strip or prohibiting me. And being a trader, we want our cash market. I saw people. I am looking that exchange and regulators want people to be in trading cash market or become an investor. But if you want volumes in cash market, but because of this margin system, people are getting they're attracting on the other options, future and option where they're getting leverage. Here you are for the basic product you're charging double margin, and there you are giving them the leverage. So the trader who is providing the liquidity to the market, liquidity to the investor, I feel always neglected from the regulator part. They feel that traders are, I don't know what, but see, I'm satisfied with both the exchanges, the way exchanges are developed in India, and the way our banking system has developed in India. We are in a safe hand. We always feel like that. But still, this margin system has always against the trader in cash market. So I would just want your take. I'm not saying, I just want your take on that. Thank you.
I'll actually split the question into two parts. One is the ASM GSM framework, which puts margins on securities. Second is adjustment of a position with a subsequently taken position. Because today you bought and tomorrow you sold, still you are paying margins for today also and tomorrow also. Why are you doing? That's what you are saying. So that's a separate question. That is not necessary whether you are paying 100% margin or 20% margin. In whichever case today you buy and tomorrow you again sell it, then no, you are still going to pay margins on both the cases, whether it is 20% or 100%. So if you are telling tomorrow's sell should be adjusted against today's buy and you should not be margined, that would amount to what is called as a continuous net settlement. Aaj ka kal ka position se, kal ka parson ka position se, on and on. That's not the market microstructure model at this stage for various reasons. Market microstructure, then what happens is it is not T+1 settlement. There is no finality of T. Then T becomes a perennial T recurring, right? So that's not the market microstructure model. So that doesn't work in this microstructure model.
So, but if you do an early pay-in, then?
You can do an early pay-in. Here, if you do an early pay-in of money for the stock, then you have in any case paid. You call it as margin or you call it as collateral. He says that he has bought it on today. So when he pays 100% margin, so typically I'm sure he'll be making early pay-in of it, of the cash.
Yeah.
Because otherwise what happens is not only margin, he has to make payment for the thing also.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he will make early pay-in. So wo salat jayega. But for the next day sale, what he is telling is sale, why don't you adjust it against today's purchase? Yeah. Tomorrow's sale against today's purchase. Then it becomes CNS. Then it is not T+1 settlement. The finality of T never happens. T is recurring.
Okay.
That's not the market microstructure we are living in. With regard to the surveillance, see, the ASM GSM comes when there is a surveillance. Surveillance is based on what market does. you will have total privity to what you are doing. You may not have privity of what the market is doing and what is being looked into. Regulators along with exchanges have an objective framework. Every objective framework continuously evolves, and in this case also it continuously evolves, based on which certain scripts comes under a certain specific framework, and therefore a specific surveillance margin applies. Sometimes for some of the users it may look very difficult to understand because they are only seeing what they are seeing, whereas the regulators and exchanges are seeing a bigger plane.
Sir, I just want to extend what Ashwin said, just for the sake of doing that. I agree with what Ashwin said, that cash market trader is getting suffocated in the current environment where the entire ecosystem is so pro options. Imagine the recent margin call where 20% margin you have to keep if you have to buy something. Sure, someone must have done something bad and we had to go through this. But if the same person wants to say bet long on a particular company, he can buy the premium, which should be far lower than the 20% margin on the cash segment. So what has happened, people are gradually moving away from cash and getting into options, which, as you said when you started, every solution has a problem and the problem can be far bigger than what we perceive it to be. So actually the cash market, which has not grown in our country, which was supposed to be a wealth creating platform, we have actually discarded that, or we have not taken cognizant of the need of that platform. And all the cash market traders, they became so suffocated that they went to options. Here also, most of the 90% of the audience here came here for options trading discussion. Although it's a trading conclave. We never talked about options trading conclave. But everyone is talking about options. So is this good? Are we going in the right direction? And what do we do to bring back life in cash segment?